Yeah, and also, oh God, I hate whenever parents are just playing pranks on their children and it's just
Oh my
terrorizing,
God, the egg challenge a couple weeks ago,
where they're
I was
just
like,
terrorizing their
scroll. I
children.
was like, that is horrible.
That's the people you need to call CPS on, because if they're doing that
Horrible.
on camera, think of what they're doing not on camera. Like,
Well, I mean, I get, playing pranks on each other, and I'm all for that, but there comes a
uh,
point. What happens whenever those kids grow
embarrassing your
up?
children for
Yeah,
content in front of millions of strangers. Also, like, it gives me the ick
because, yeah,
whenever I see people putting their children on TV. Because think of the people who are watching, like your children learn to shave their legs for the first time.
yeah.
It's usually not somebody doing it altruistically, not watching their content because they're like, I want to learn how to teach my kid how to shave their legs. It's usually pedophiles.
You think?
The majority of that content is going to go on some site that you don't control anymore. And you, I,
They
even
can take
even
it?
if there was one, yeah, because it's just a clip from YouTube. Like, think about all the clip channels on YouTube, right? And like all the re-uploaded TikToks on every other social media. Like, if it's on the internet, it's not in your control anymore.
Can I tell you, I hate when people re-upload or react, but
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
um
I'm not getting into React
tag
Gate.
no to they
Oh
don't
yeah,
tag the
yeah,
original creator,
yeah.
because I always like to go to the original creator and give them my like
Okay,
as
so
well.
there was a big recent controversy about big streamers reacting to YouTuber content and stuff, like just content in general.
Yeah.
But like, I think there's a right or wrong way to do it for sure. But the one that I watch the most often, the number of channels I've added to my subscribe list because he reacts to their content, now I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
hooked. I need to watch all of their. And
Yeah.
it's kind of sad because I'll watch their content, like especially like commentary YouTubers. I have like 5 commentary YouTubers I watch now because of him.
Yeah.
I'll watch their content and then I'll go watch him react to their content because I want to see what he says.
Yeah.
And I sometimes I even watch them react to their content. So I've watched the content 3 times now.
Yes.
Oh, it's so funny.
But I
But
mean, that's if you don't tag the original creator, I
yes.
don't give you a like
Well,
and I
and
scroll
like
on
the streamer that I
because
watch,
I don't
he
agree
he
with it.
even watches their ads sometimes.
Oh, nice.
So like he'll be like, so if they have like an ad, like an in video ad where they have like a code for like affiliate link or something for
Right.
that ad, he'll let that play through.
Oh,
So
cool.
like they're getting that exposure
That
too.
revenue.
So
Yeah,
I think there's definitely a right and a wrong way to do it.
absolutely. And if you're bashing somebody, that's a wrong way to do it.
It depends.
Stop bashing
There's some
people.
people who deserve it. Um,
I
it
I am
depends on
so
what they're making.
tired of the bashing.
Well, I mean, if
Can't
they're a
we
terrible
all
person, they
just get
deserve it.
along?
Some people need to be bullied off the internet so that they can go
And some
find
people are the bullies and
so
trying to get people off the internet because they are the bullies.
sure, sure, sure. But some people need to get off the internet so they can go find a therapist.
But I mean, who are you to tell somebody that that's not their therapy?
If they're making harmful content, they need to get off the internet.
Okay, harmful, but I'm saying if it's if they're sharing something, who are you to tell them not to share
Well,
it in
that's
that
like
way?
I watch a YouTuber who has DID, which is
Right,
dissociative identity disorder,
right.
formerly multiple personality disorder. It's not called that anymore.
Oh,
But she uploads like she does a lot of like educational content, but she does like just like her experience and stuff and like her story and stuff a lot too. And like
mm-hmm.
the number of people who get on there like you're faking it all the time
Yeah.
is fucking insane. Like who gives a shit if she's faking it? She's not because she's been diagnosed twice. But like who gives a shit? Even if she was faking it, she's not doing it in a harmful way, which there have been people who are faking it doing it in a harmful way.
Yes, I've seen them, but
But like she's actively going out of her way to constantly educate people about this
yeah.
disorder and like destigmatize it and like prove that people with DID are not villains or like super freaks or whatever, which is what
No, they
which is
were heavily abused when they were a
yeah,
child.
which is what media always portrays them on.
Right.
Even the book that I'm reading right now, like he's a serial killer because he has DID and it's like just fucking
Not
stop.
because he has
I
DID.
know, but like that's the
Yeah.
good excuse.
Right.
Like he could be a serial killer without it. Most of them don't have. I don't think there has been a serial killer with DID.
I'm sure there has.
I don't think there has, unless they've never been convicted.
I,
But
I'm sure in the world of serial killers
I
there
mean, think
has.
about all the serial killers, the famous ones that we know about. None of them had DID. They were all just psychopaths.
Did they say they didn't?
Well, I mean, they're all diagnosed, right? It's pretty easy to
They're all
tell.
crazy.
Once you put them in a prison cell, it's pretty easy to tell if they have DID. They were crazy, but they were like the normal well, but they were not that kind of crazy. They were psychopath, not because I think it's a misconception that DID people have psychopath or psychopathic.
Psychosis.
Yeah, they're not. They're not psychopaths.
No.
They're normal people. There just are several normal people.
Okay, that sounds bad, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
But it's true. It's like they are normal people. Like they are just trying to
It
live their
was,
life. It's just
well, they were
something
heavily
terrible happened to
abused as a
them.
child,
Yeah,
and they've had
exactly.
to
But I mean, just because you were
make
abused doesn't
other,
mean you're not a normal fucking person.
well, they had to make other personalities to,
Yes, but all of those personalities are normal people.
not all of them. Some of them can be crazy. Some of them can be bad people. Not all of your personalities are going to be good people
Well,
because
yeah,
you
but
have to have the bully to get you out of
well,
situations.
I'm not.
So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
being somebody who fights back is not a bad person.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there has to be. I'm not saying has to be. I'm saying
Yeah, there doesn't have to be. That's a stigma, is what I'm saying. Is
right.
you are already stigmatizing that they have to have an
I
evil
said they
alter.
may not. They may have an evil.
Most
No,
of them do not.
I don't know all of them, so I don't.
I watch a lot of them on TikTok too. I find
How
it
many are
interesting.
there on TikTok?
There's like a whole community. I mean, it's actually a
Good
really
grief.
common disorder.
What?
It's like I don't remember the statistics on it. I'd have to watch her channel because she
Seriously?
has the statistics on. I mean, it's not normal, obviously,
Oh,
but there
okay.
it's like 1% or 2% of the population or something crazy like that.
Wow.
Like a lot of people unfortunately have it because a lot of people abuse children.
Yes. If we could just get okay. So Netflix came out with their documentary on the whole uh Boy Scout scandal, which is disgusting, by the way, but
Yeah, Boy
um
Scouts are gross.
when you kids were in Girl Scouts, and I want to say after that as well, but whenever I was volunteering after you guys had graduated, this was coming out, and it was that Boy Scouts had hid a lot of abuse and a lot of troop leaders. And the big thing was they were going to get rid of all the gay leaders. And that was going to, because, gays are pedophiles. I was like,
Yeah.
it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. And
Imagine
I'm
being that
not,
stupid.
I know, that's just being naive. But so they had banned all people who were gay that they couldn't be a troop leader, which was insane.
Probably more harm than good came out of. Yeah.
But they still hid the pedophiles. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
And
protecting
they
their
wouldn't.
identity.
So in Girl Scouts, you have to go through not only a credit check, but if you have been arrested or in jail at all in your entire life, you cannot be a troop leader. If you have bad credit, or if you, I mean, they go through a very rigorous background check.
As they should. It's children.
And I agree.
It's other people's children.
But Boy Scouts said it was too expensive for them to do that. And I'm like, Girl Scouts did it all the time. What are you talking about?
It's too expensive for us to protect your children, so just get over it.
I didn't understand. I didn't realize that Boy Scouts didn't do the same thing, do background checks on their
That's
leaders.
fucking crazy.
It is. Because we've always, I mean, since I've been in Girl Scouts, we've always had background checks. Never have I.
They're like, but it's little boys. Nobody would ever hurt a little boy.
Bull.
Yeah.
Bull.
Yeah.
And they actually had a file of red flag people.
Jesus.
They didn't take it to the police. They didn't do anything about it. They just put these people in a file.
Just in case there's ever a lawsuit, we have this information. Yeah.
I was like, why did you, number one, if you're going to cover something up, why are you keeping the paperwork on it?
It's literally so if they get sued, they have the paperwork. That's crazy to me.
Well, they got sued, and they got sued for a lot, and they filed bankruptcy, which is insane. But the only thing about the documentary that really made me mad was they focused more on Boy Scouts, which I realized Boy Scouts did these people wrong. They did the parents wrong, they did the kids definitely wrong. But
Than the actual people
what
who committed
about
the
the people
crimes.
that committed the crimes?
Yeah.
Are all of them in jail? I mean,
No.
they focused more on Boy Scouts than they did on the people who actually committed the crimes, which I
Did
realized,
they have the actual like victims on there?
yes,
Oh, jeez.
yes.
Good for them
Whenever they
coming
put it out,
forward,
and I
but
remember when they put this out, because Boy Scouts had filed for bankruptcy because they were going to get sued, the pants sued off of them because of this file that they had, and they were keeping that from the parents and from anybody else, and letting the troop leaders just continue. Yeah, and
that's crazy.
so they knew lawsuits were coming, so they filed for bankruptcy and then gave all of the boys a time limit. They had to report by, like, say October 16th. I don't remember when it was, but they had to report by a certain date. And if they didn't report by that date, they couldn't get on to the lawsuit that was happening, which I think is completely wrong. And they thought, well, we're going to have about, 1,000 people out of all of the US. We're going to have about 1,000 people. They had over 82,000 reports.
And that was just the ones who have dealt with it enough to come forward.
That's the ones that reported. And boys, I mean, men usually don't report, which I
It's
think
a
is wrong.
huge fucking problem in our
But,
society.
and I understand because you think that
Like,
you did something wrong, which is exactly how women feel. But
right.
I understand for
Yeah.
men it's worse.
And it's crazy too because like I feel like when it is men, like unfortunately our society is more likely to believe a man. So if they came forward about abuse, then they would be more likely heard. Whereas women can literally have it filmed on live national television
Yes.
and still people will tell them they're lying. Like it's crazy to me. But yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Well, and unfortunately, women have done that to us because women have reported when it wasn't true.
Well, I
And it
don't
just
think
takes one woman
yeah,
to do that, to make
unfortunately.
everybody.
But like I don't know. I think that's a cop out too.
I don't think it's a cop out.
I think it's
I think that they should be
statistically
charged.
for sure for lying about it. I think so too.
Well, yes,
But I
because
think
they're
it's a cop out
dragging.
to say we shouldn't believe any women because one
No,
woman
that's not what I'm
lied.
saying.
I
I'm
know
just
what you're
saying
saying.
that
That's just an excuse that they use a lot of the time to be
it
like,
is
why should we
why.
believe women? Because that one time
No.
lied. And it's like, I don't care. I don't care if they're lying.
I
I'm gonna
think
believe
before you
them
jump
first.
on a bandwagon of destroying somebody's life, I don't care who they are,
No, no, no,
man,
yeah.
woman, anybody, before you jump on a bandwagon to destroy somebody's life, you should
But
look
the thing
into
is
it.
like, what's so frustrating is like women will sit there and prove it over and over and over and over again, and still people will be like, you're lying. And it's
Oh, I agree.
so fucking
I agree.
frustrating.
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, there's just as many boys who are groomed by grown women as there are
Oh, yeah.
girls. It's
Yeah.
just for some reason we only focus on girls being attacked, which we
Well,
should,
here
but
in Oklahoma, we had even more of a safety measure because we had girls that had gotten killed at a camp.
in
So
Oklahoma or
that's
in
what I'm
Girl
saying.
Scouts.
Just in,
I was like,
oh, in Girl
safety measure?
Scouts.
What are you talking?
Because
How
in Girl
safety
Scout,
measure?
like whenever we were coming up through Girl Scouts, we had to have, if we were staying overnight in somebody's backyard, there had to be somebody awake in the backyard around the girls, and it had to be a woman. If a man was there, there had to be a woman. So men were not allowed to be left alone with the girls, which is understandable, and any man that had a problem with it, to me, is a red flag.
Yep, that's an
But
instant red flag.
there was
Don't
no
come
man
around my
that I ran
children.
across that had a problem with that because they didn't want to be alone with girls either because, you know,
Yeah,
girls can
you don't
make
want
up
to
stuff
you don't,
too.
you also as an adult man don't want to put yourself in a
No,
situation in which something could be misconstrued
right.
or like if you are true altruistic and you are not a predator, you
Yes.
never want to put yourself in a situation that even could hint at something
Hmm.
possibly being a problem.
I
So,
told Jimmy, I was like, you need to watch yourself and not, no, girls are not allowed to come into your house without Samantha
yeah.
home. You cannot do that. You have to watch that stuff. It's like, what? Like, no, seriously. I'm being serious here.
Yeah,
So I had to tell your sister, hey,
especially with that family.
God, yeah, impressive. He texted me like right back. So
Yeah, I
I'm
think he
like,
has it set up
you.
on his computer. It's hard, man. Once I set my phone, I don't even know where my phone is right now. I'll be honest, somewhere. I set it down somewhere and it's gone.
See, it happens.
ADHD brain just gone. Just instantly
It
disappears.
happens.
If the puppy wasn't asleep, I'd have Google find it for me, but it's kind of loud because it turns your ringer on and then all the way up,
Oh,
which is good because if it's in the couch, you can actually hear it. But
right, but that's loud.
it is loud. Or if it's in the car out front, you can hear it from inside.
I honestly thought we'd be done with this by now.
Really?
I did.
Ah.
Because we didn't have that much left. We really don't have that much left. But I
Every
can't
time I'm
attach
like,
this.
I'm the optimistic one, I realize that my optimism could never touch your sheer willful ignorant optimism.
Ignorance. Okay, ignorance is bliss.
Usually if she hears something in the kitchen, she's like, okay. She hasn't figured out that's where food comes from yet,
Oh,
but she's like,
she
oh,
will.
people are up. I want to be up with people.
That's a good thing about having puppies is they wear out pretty easily.
Yes. I was trying to tell you earlier, it has a flashlight, so you can use it.
I know, but I didn't want to mess up the camera because if you use the flashlight,
You
it'll.
just don't shine it up. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you don't shine it up.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Just don't put pieces in
Whoa.
with the flashlight.
There's like, oh,
Well, like whenever you, yeah, like that. Thank you. Because then I can edit it properly.
whoa, that's cool. Maybe I just need to go around with a light all the time.
Probably. You determined you're not colorblind, you're just blind.
Yeah, that was that a TikTok video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I saw every single one he was talking about.
Although I feel like all of those were very much the same colors. Like,
Well, all of them were very, I don't understand how he couldn't see them
colorblind.
because they all stood out.
You know how many people have you seen the dog vision filter on TikTok?
That's cool.
You know how many people learned they were colorblind because of that filter? They're like, what do you mean it didn't
What?
change? And they're like, what do you mean it didn't change? Yeah. They didn't know they were colorblind until that filter because they're like, this filter's not working. And they're like, oh, wait.
So, yeah, my brother is colorblind, and it's always been very, very, very confusing to me that he can't see colors. That just, it baffles me. But that helped. Whenever they did that, I was like, ah. There's another one where people who are colorblind, what they see compared to what we
Yeah,
see.
there's
And
an app
it's
where you
very
can like
interesting.
change it to where it looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have several, for some reason, a lot of people who are colorblind go into IT. I don't know why. There's a lot of red, green lights.
My brother's in IT.
Yeah,
That's funny.
but I have a coworker and he did that once where he pulled out the thing and showed us what he could see, and I was just like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, he I
It's
don't
kind of cool though,
understand
because
it.
like you see the world differently than the rest of the people.
True. I got self-conscious because I thought, well, maybe she's not standing because
Nope.
she's annoyed from
Just
Uh,
fat and lazy.
editing and our heads being in the editing and
Oh no, I think it's
I-
interesting to like see my hair. From
the
last
changes.
year. Yeah.
we were
Sometimes I
showing
forget.
the neighbor girl a video of the new puppy, and Corey said something about your hair, and I was like, oh yeah, Kelsey's hair's changed.
Yeah, I do it so often now. I don't even think
Yeah.
of it.
I think I have that.
Has it changed? I guess it was lighter orange.
Yeah, it was more green whenever we were here last week. I think.
Yeah, I cut off some hair in the ends because I needed to cut my hair, which I need to do a little bit better of a job because it's like not straight. But
It takes me a good month to get my hair cut.
I just wanted to cut off some length because, like,
Yeah.
one, my ends were fried because I'd bleached them. I don't even know how many times. But two, I just was sick of having so much hair. It's nice for whenever I want to do more color, but like at the same time, it takes a lot more money to color it.
Mm-hmm.
But the next color scheme, I think I'm gonna wait till like, I think October-ish. I don't know, whenever I get sick
I
of
was gonna
this.
say, isn't it October? No, it's not.
Not yet.
September.
No, it's not October. I gotta write a book in a
It's
couple months.
September.
But I'm gonna dye it dark. I miss dark hair.
I like the purple.
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
the blue
do
or whatever
purple,
it
blue, and
is.
green.
Yay.
I think. But I think I'm gonna do it differently because I've been doing gradients
Yeah.
all year. I think I'm gonna do pieces.
Oh.
So instead of having like segmented this way, I'm just gonna have like bits and pieces of dark, different colors. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I don't know how it's gonna look yet. Or maybe I'll do layers. That could be fun.
Yeah.
I don't wear my hair down. That's the problem. So
Well,
it has to
yeah,
look
it's
good
always
up.
up. So
It has
you
to
wanna
look good both ways, and that's the
right.
hard part.
You want to do it to where you can.
Honestly, this probably doesn't look good both ways, but
I don't see it down, so I wouldn't know.
yeah, I don't wear it down. It looks fine.
It's fine.
I can't believe she did not wake
It's
up.
together.
It's crazy.
I know, even with the smell, because you can definitely smell
Zonked her
lunch
out,
now.
dude.
Especially
Yeah,
since
she
I
woke
took the
up
lid
at
off.
like 9 or 8:30. I think is when JD took her out,
Wow.
and then she came and sat back down for a little bit.
While we were in here puzzling, before she passed out, she went in there and did
Peed.
her business. No, pooped
Oh, again?
in the kitchen, but
Jesus
she did it
Christ.
on a puppy pad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That was probably purely by accident. We've been trying to put him where she pees,
Yeah.
but yeah, house is big. I didn't buy enough puppy pads.
A whole carpet of puppy pads.
Yeah, if I had known how young she was, I would have bought some when we were at the store the first time.
I
But
had no idea. That's what I was telling JD. I had no idea she was that young. Because you could definitely take her to the pound that young.
well, I was doing like patching at work the other day, so I was like Googling them while I was waiting for loading screens, and I was just like, oh shit.
Oh, that's how you found out?
Yeah, because I Googled puppy age by teeth, because
Yeah.
I noticed she didn't have her premolars in yet, which is the teeth behind her canines.
Oh, I thought you took her to the vet. Okay.
No, I was going to
Yeah.
Thursday. I took her up to Southern Ag to see that vet to see if they would just like tell me without paying for
Right.
it, you know? But they were doing like some like vaccine drive or something like that, so there was like a shit ton of people up there.
Oh.
I was like, all right, never mind. We'll get some new toys, which is where I got that teether toy. It looks like a fucking baby teether toy, but it works. The way blue Kazoo puzzles are going, this will probably have extra pieces. Duplicate.
Melissa, we found your extra pieces.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're taking them out of one box and putting them into another.
Need to recalibrate their machine, apparently. I mean, these are from like a year ago. The
Yeah.
Venus one was due. But that's a crazy thing about the Venus puzzle is we bought those a year apart from each other, essentially.
Yeah.
And they were both missing a
Both
piece.
missing a piece.
Fuck Venus, man. Planet sucks.
Which, that's what I said. I'm not... It was evidently in the stars that we do not do Venus. We do not have Venus in our hands. It's just not meant to be. And she was like, no, please. I was like, but I've already...
I don't want to do it a third time.
And I'd already taken them apart too. So I was like, but I don't have a guide anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to really do it. Which, I mean, the guide was only so helpful. You still have to find the piece.
It's true. Yeah, she's awake. The mosquitoes have been eating her alive. But you can't get
really?
flea and tick prevention stuff, all that until like 10 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
She's such a baby.
I'm trying to wake up, Mom. I need my coffee.
Oh, she's had tea already. Because I picked her up while we were streaming, and I had a cup of tea on my desk. She's like, oh, water. She just started drinking. I was like, no.
Oh no.
Wait, now she's going to be awake. Look, Luckily, it's unsweet tea, and it's not like
Yeah.
homemade, so it's pretty weak. But
At least we finally have a consistent dog in the dog cam until she figures out.
we're splitting her reviews.
Like your dogs did. Oh, did you let her down?
She laid down. And she's like, "Okay, good night."
Did she go to the bathroom?
Nope.
Oh no.
She was like, "I'll go back to sleep, thanks." Completely different dog when she's tired.
Yes. We decided. Okay, is there anything else there? There's 3.
Where are you going?
If you get up, you have to go outside and go potty. You can't just get up and leave. I know it's rough being a puppy. You don't get to do anything you want. Everybody tells you what to do. It's awful. You already put this where it belongs.
If she stands up, we got to.
Yeah. Uh-oh. There it is.
There is luckily a puppy pad right behind me, so at least I can throw on that if I need to.
We both look around.
Alright, let's go by.
Goodbye.
No. She was chewing on the hose. First, she found a stick. I was like, okay. I'm gonna wait for you to chew on the stick. And then she was like, he walked away. I'm gonna chew on the hose now. I'm like, okay, no. I'm not doing that. And then she walked all the way to the door. And then, I can't pick you up from under there. She walked all the way to the door and then she sat outside. And I was like, no. One step in. That's all you gotta do. And she's like, I'm not doing that. That seems like a lot of work. And I was like, okay.
It's your dog.
And so I just threw a treat on the floor and I got her to walk it out.
Lily used to be a biter too. Kelsey would have scratches all over her.
We're back. We're back to bed. She's like, you didn't pick me up, so I'm just gonna bite you till you do. And then I'm gonna bite you for picking me up. Haha, you don't scare me. You don't scare me. I have a full-size pit bull.
That's for sure.
I've had pit bull faces coming at me all the time.
Yours is nothing.
Or this. I need to go grab some more toys. Not nearly enough toys in here for a puppy.
Sure. Go tell her which toys you want. Oops.
No, she's
Okay.
She's a toy that's like bigger than she is in Jay's office. Yeah, I bought some more toys. I know I shouldn't have.
Did you really?
But I needed some toys that would firmer, that were like fingers.
Yeah.
Where they have the bone on the inside, but they're softer on the outside. So that she'd stop chewing on my fingers. It didn't work, but
I tried to buy her new toys, but
yeah, I know.
she wouldn't let me.
I was like, we don't need toys.
I'm glad you got
and I was
her
like,
some.
we need specific chewing toys. Yeah, she was playing with the string on my my jacket, so I just took it out and tied it to the bottom of my desk. Distracted her for a good hour. Now she gets mad because she can't take it over to the bed.
Oh.
But there's nothing by the beds that I can tie it to that she won't just pull with her. But I know she can't pull that desk yet.
No.
Yet.
The desk is pretty heavy. Especially.
And I was worried about
everything
tying
on
it to
it.
something like, because I was gonna just like put like an eye hook in the wall and tie
Yeah.
it to that, but I don't know if that'd be secure enough.
Yeah. Well, you don't want her to pull, sheetrock out.
Yeah.